Hello student, this is KK Bhatt. Today I am going to teach you the English of class 8. The book name is Climb with Cornerstone. The first chapter of this lesson is the sentence. Dear students, you are the student of class 8, so I think you know well what is the definition and what is the sentence. You know well that sentence is a group of words that have complete sense. This type of definition you learn from beginning, so I think there is no need to go detail in the definition of sentence. This is your chapter, so you have to read about this topic. So, what are we going to read in this particular topic? The first is subject and predicate. That is called part of sentence. It means if we divide the sentence into two parts, the sentence just come in the sense of subject and predicate. It means every sentence combines with subject and predicate. Now, the next topic which we are going to read in this particular chapter, that is kind of sentences. Kind of sentences. It means this topic is also very common topic because from beginning students learn it much. So everyone understand that what is kind of sentence? It means assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, and exclamatory sentence. In previous years, there are 5 types of sentence. There are 5 kinds of sentence: assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, objective sentence, and exclamatory sentence. But now objective sentence is also a part of exclamatory sentence. So we can say that here 4 kinds of sentence. The first is assertive sentence, second is interrogative sentence, third is imperative sentence, and fourth is exclamatory sentence. Now third part of this chapter is transformation of sentence. It is most important part of this lesson because it is something new for you. In this particular sentence, we learn what is the meaning of transformation. It means interchange of sentences without changing meaning. Interchange of sentences without changing meaning. I think in previous class you have read also about transformation of sentence like voice, narration, and so on. So dear students, now come on the actual topic. See here, I am going to teach you the first subject and predicate. I think everyone know what is sentence consists of 2 parts. You know well that a sentence consists of 2 parts. The first part is called subject, and second part is called predicate. It means subject and predicate. In this way, you can describe. In this way, you can say here what is subject and what is predicate. See here example: Ram reads up. Here Ram is what? Ram is a subject because this particular person performed the action. What is the action? Reads a book. These are the part of predicate. What do you say? Subject is Ram and predicate reads a book. You can see here Ram used here as subject and reads a book is used here as a predicate. You understand? What is subject and predicate is general sense. Now see here. In a sentence, the subject may be the person or thing that does the action or one of whom the action is performed. For example has been given here. So here are many things which you have to read. What is definition of subject? The subject of the sentence is the part which denotes the person or the things we are talking about. What do you understand? The subject of the sentence is the part which denotes the person or the thing we are talking about. That is the definition of subject. Okay? Look here Ram is just in action, and who reads? If I ask a question like that, who reads a book? What is your answer? Your answer is Ram reads a book. So now see the definition of predicate. Predicate means the predicate is that part of the sentence which tells us about the subject. What is predicate? Predicate is the part of sentence which tells us about the subject. What do you understand? The predicate. See the definition. The predicate is the part of sentence which tells us about the subject. The predicate will always include the verb. What's predicate always include with verb? It means we can say that the part of verb is called predicate. This reads a book. Here reads a book. That is a part of sentence include with verb reads. That is the part of sentence. It is called predicate. I think you understand what is subject and predicate. Now read that is written in your book. The subject usually comes at the beginning of the sentence and it is followed by the predicate. However, there are exceptions. In line of poetry, the subject might come after the predicate. In line of poetry, sometimes the subject comes after the predicate. Generally, in prose or other sense, subject comes before the sentences, but in line of poetry, the subject might come after the predicate. Like out of the sea came he. Out of the sea came he. That is the line of poetry. He here, that is a subject. इसको ही को क्या कहोगे आप? Subject कहोगे. See here in question, the subject comes after the helping verb. In question में हम क्या करते हैं? What should we see in question? Question में क्या होता है? जो सब्जेक्ट होते हैं वो हेल्पिंग वर्ब के बाद। जनरली आप देखोगे तो सब्जेक्ट क्या होता है? वो सेंटेंस में कहेगा, बट इन सम कंडीशन लाइक इन पोएट्री में भी क्या होता है? पोएट्री में भी सब्जेक्ट के अभी किस लाइनों में सब्जेक्ट जो होता है वो लास्ट में आता है। जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल आउट ऑफ द सी केम ही. आउट ऑफ द सी केम ही. See here, out of the sea came he. Clear? Out of the sea. What do you understand? He, आप इसको ऐसे लिख सकते हैं, he came out of the sea, but it is a part of poetry. That is why you can find out subject is there. Same as interrogative sentence. Can I go there? Can I go there? What do you understand here? I is what? I is a subject, but comes after helping verb can. तो आप क्या समझे? What do you understand? क्या आपने समझा कि कोई जरूरी है कि सब्जेक्ट जो है वो पहले ही है? In some condition, like in poetry, it's come after the sentence, and here the subject come after the helping verb. Now see here, in imperative sentence, what do you understand? In imperative sentence में क्या होता है? See here, in imperative sentence यूज होता है ये होता है, बट ये क्या होता है, अंडरस्टूड होता है। क्या होता है ये, अंडरस्टूड होता है। ये सब्जेक्ट होता है, क्या होता है, अंडरस्टूड होता है। इट्स क्लियर। जैसे आप कहते हो गो देयर, वहां जाओ, तो टू हुम यू ऑर्डर, किसको आप ऑर्डर दे रहे हो, टू हुम यू ऑर्डर, यू ऑर्डर यू को आप ऑर्डर करते हो, जो सेकंड पर्सन होता है, और ये क्या होता है, अंडरस्टूड होता है, मतलब आप कह सकते हो छिपा रहता है, छिपा हुआ करता है, मतलब एक ऐसा सब्जेक्ट जो सेंटेंस में लिखा नहीं जाता है, वाक्य में लिखा नहीं जाता, लेकिन उसका अस्तित्व रहता है, वो सेकंड पर्सन के रूप में सेंटेंस में कार्य करता है। So what you understand here, you can understand here. Subject, what is subject? Subject come before the sentence in general sense, but in poetry it is come after the line, helping verb, after helping verb, that is used, and in the sentence you is understood. Thus, the subject of a sentence may be one of several words. The word that is most important in such phrase is that is called subject word. Look at the sentence. The wither was hurt. The heart wither caused the death of many birds. The wither being yesterday. What do you understand? आप ये देख सकते हो कि सब्जेक्ट कोई वर्ड ना हो करके सब्जेक्ट क्या हो सकते हो, फ्रेज में भी हो सकता है। सब्जेक्ट not only come in a single word, it may be a phrase, a phrasal word के रूप में भी ये describe होता है। तो what do you understand? Today I just explain about subject. You can understand what is subject. Through the example you understand well what is subject, definition of sentence, and sentence subject is not always come before the sentence, but it's conditional. In poetry, it's come after, in interrogative sentence, it's come after helping verb or main verb or question words, and in imperative, subject you is understood, and subject also come in the phrasal, in the phrase. Tomorrow I will discuss about kinds of sentence and transformation of sentence. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you like, subscribe, and share in your groups. Thanks once again.